What up, fam bam? It's your boy Rob back at it again. This is Around the Boards. I just want to give you a quick notice. February 26th, be on the lookout. A special live edition on our Facebook page, facebook.com/aroundtheboards. We're doing a live episode for the trade deadline, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us there. We'll do a live chat, ask us questions, be a part of the show. Des, what do you got for us tonight?
So tonight we have Colleen Murphy from the Buffalo Beauts that plays in the NWHL. She is our guest tonight to talk everything women's hockey. We go deep diving into the Olympics as well, and a hilarious story she has about Hillary Knight. So let's get started. What do you say, Rob?
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Around the board.
What's up, everybody? This is Around the Boards, joined here another episode 21, with my good friend Robbie. As always, Robbie, say hello.
Hello, and I like how you say as always, and you say that for Dunk too, and as always, Dunk isn't always here.
He had to work or something, but anyways, also joining us on this episode is Colleen from the Buffalo Beauts that plays in the NWHL. Colleen, say hello.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good.
All
Thank
right.
you. Good.
Much better than Dunk already.
Much better than
I've practiced a few times.
All right. He hasn't, ever.
Anyways, so you are our first female guest on our show. So this is awesome, and we are so pumped to have you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be on it. I mean, I don't know what it did to make you guys choose me. Maybe just pull names out of a hat, but hey, it worked.
No.
It's two hats.
What Twitter does sometimes.
Okay.
You know? Two hats. What?
Also,
No,
I just want
I really appreciate it.
Yes.
shout out. She is one of the 6 listeners. So there you go.
There you
Dreams
go.
do come true.
So that's why. Now I know why you chose
Yep. That's why.
Anyways, so Colleen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so, like you guys said, I play for the Buffalo Beauts in the NWHL. It's my first year playing for them, but I am from Cary, North Carolina, and that's where I am right now, actually, so I commute up, to Buffalo and the surrounding areas for games, and played my college hockey at Northeastern. It's Beanpot Monday, actually, so go Northeastern. Mm-hmm. And, so pretty much grew up, playing hockey down in North Carolina and went from there. Nice.
Now, didn't I see that you won the Beanpot like 2 times or something like that? Did I read that?
Yeah. So I won the Beanpot when I was a freshman, so in 2012, and then back-to-back in 2013. So that was Northeastern's, Beanpot title in a long, long time for the women's anyway.
That's awesome.
So they have you to thank for it, obviously.
Well, clearly. I mean, Who else would there be? It's not like there's any Olympians on that team. Not.
Uh-oh. Segue.
Yeah, there you go, right?
Perfect segue. Go ahead, Des.
No. I wasn't going to bring up the Olympics so soon. But
okay, then don't talk about it, whatever.
Just segue into everything.
Yeah.
You say a segueist?
Segueist.
What's that new word?
Yep, you're a natural segueist. Congratulations.
I'll put that on my resume.
Resume? I don't know. Anyways. No, so that is pretty awesome. So now just tell some people, tell us about the NWHL. So like you said, it's your rookie year, and I mean, a lot of people don't know, obviously, too much about it, but I have noticed that the NWHL and women's hockey in general is getting a lot more noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think it's only because
notoriety is what it's called.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
So it's called notoriety, but whatever. Continue.
Yeah. That's why I have you on here, Rob, just to correct me. Thank you.
Just to correct you in your
Big word.
Yeah, your vocabulary. Is that one of the words?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
No, but it just seems like it's starting to get noticed more, and that's pretty cool. So just tell us a little bit about the NWHL.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's in its 3rd season. So they started, in 2015, 2016. I'm actually joining the reigning champs of the league, the Buffalo Beauts. So they won last season. And basically what the league is it was the first paid league that girls and, women's players could go and play in after college. There wasn't anything really after college except for the CWHL, which is a Canadian league, and they didn't pay their players at the time. So it's a pretty big deal that we finally had a league where, women's players could get paid to play. And so now that, it's in its third season, it's been able to gain, pretty loyal fan bases in the four cities, which is, Buffalo, which are the Beauts. We got Boston, and they're the Pride. And then Metro, which is the Riveters, and they're located in New Jersey. They have a partnership with the Devils. And then there's the Connecticut Whale. So those four teams are the bread and butter of the league. And throughout the last 3 years, they've been getting sponsorships and, a loyal fan base. And we're really big on social media. That's one of, the biggest platforms in which we try to gain as many followers as we can, whether it's the teams or the individual players.
Sure.
We're big on, being a part of girls hockey as well within the communities. So it's just, the whole point of the league is to give, women a place to play after college, if you're not going to the Olympics, and also show these young kids and young girls that, there are places to go when you're done with college. There's things to look up to, and it's really about growing the game.
Right. And now you said there's only 4 teams in the NWHL, which you mentioned them all. So how often
Spit it out.
How often do you guys play each other? It's not going to be like a every other day thing, obviously, like it is in the NHL. So how often do you guys play each other?
We play once a week, usually on a Saturday or a Sunday. The total season is 16 games, and then possibly up to 2 playoff games, which are single elimination. So pretty much every Saturday or Sunday you're rotating around and playing, one of the 3 other teams, which it gets a little bit repetitive, but the competition is so good that it's not like, it gets boring at all, because everyone plays so hard and it's so much fun.
Right. So because you see these teams so often, there's got to be some type of rivalry, right? Is there any type of rivalry? Is there certain players, on the other teams or whatever? You're like, man, I got,
You want to call him out?
No.
I'm gonna paint a target on my back already.
Yeah.
In her rookie season, Rob. Nice. No.
I definitely think this year we've developed a very tough rivalry with the Metropolitan Riveters, and that's because they've kind of got the best of us. Three out of 4 gumes that we've played them so far, but we managed to get them a couple weekends ago, and they're also they were the undefeated team, but now they're one loss is against us. But it's always been a chippy game. Our first game we played against them, I think we had 3 girls kicked out, and
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
The whole game was penalties. So it's not a nice meeting every time we play them. And there's always something going on, whether it's mouthing off or getting a couple body checking penalties. But it's it's fun, right? You can't play hockey without the physicality. It's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming that throughout your time playing hockey, you've played against guys, right? Like a some level?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up playing with the boys down here in North Carolina until I was about 15. And now I actually play with I play in a men's league, beer league.
Hell yeah.
Twice a week. But but no, there's some, I love playing with the boys. There's some ex-NHLers that play in my league down here, like, Bates Battaglia, those guys show up every once in a while. So I love it. It's great.
So who's the best chirper, boys or girls?
Oh, girls. I mean, they just
do they get personal?
Ruthless. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to be called fat. That's not fun.
That's the worst chirp you've gotten, is being called fat.
No, I've gotten some pretty good ones, but I mean, with girls, it's just like anything with your appearance, I mean, it's just game over, right? You're just gonna attack the girl.
I don't know. I've never been a girl before, but I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
But no, it's funny.
That's awesome. So
if you ever come to Vegas, I got a spot on my beer league team for you. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me know.
We're always looking for a
take a
defenseman.
trip out there. Okay.
So I also saw recently, after doing a little research on your guys and the NWHL and your team specifically, obviously, since we have you on, you guys are currently on a 6-game winning streak. It looks like.
Yeah, we are. It's been we had a little bit of a rough start in the beginning.
Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx.
There we go.
I don't want to
there
jinx
goes
that.
the 6-game winning streak.
Yeah,
All right.
no,
You could totally call me out if you guys lose your next game. I'm so sorry.
I will. I'll be like, it's Robbie's fault.
Me?
No, it was
my
Dave,
fault.
but
It does.
No, but yeah, we're on a little bit of a roll. Now, in the beginning, like I said, at the beginning of the season, we were a little bit up and down, but I think we finally, started to come together as a team. We're a very new group, so a lot of us haven't played with each other. So I think everything's finally starting to click for us, which is great.
That's awesome.
Are there any Canadian girls on your team?
Yeah, we got a bunch of them.
All right.
We've got I want to say 5 or 6 are from, right over the border in Buffalo, and then there's about 4 around the Toronto area.
Is there a little national rivalry between you guys, like with the Olympics going on right now?
I think there always is, right? I mean, I haven't been up there, in a little bit to kind of, as the Olympics are going on, but I'm sure there's definitely going to be, USA versus Canada and maybe some, flags running around here and there, but there always is.
I can see that.
So obviously, speaking of the Olympics too, now well, first let me start with this.
You can do it.
I saw that there was it looked like they picked a whole bunch of players from the NWHL to form a team to play against the U.S.'s Olympic women's hockey team.
You can do it.
To get them prepared for the Winter Olympics. Did I see something like that?
Yeah. There was a team that was chosen from the NWHL. It was kind of popped out of the blue. I guess it was just kind of a last-minute prep thing for the U.S., and they thought they'd get some good competition by picking some players from our league. And, it turned out that, they went down to Tampa for a 2-game series, and I wasn't there for it, but I was able to watch it, streamed online, and it seemed like the girls did really well against them.
Awesome.
And hopefully, kind of prepared them for
Sure.
the same level as they're going to see over in South Korea.
Sure. So have you been following that at all, the Olympics? I know some of their games are 2:45
No, not at all.
in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Should watch them live.
I didn't watch it live at 2 a.m. the first game, but I want to say they're gonna play the U.S.-Canada game at Wednesday night at some point. It's not gonna be live, I don't think, but I mean, I have been following it everywhere, especially on social media. I think that's the biggest thing to kind of follow what's going on, since I'm friends with a lot of the girls.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question was there any girls?
Segwayist.
Was there any girls, that that are playing for the Olympic hockey team?
Yeah, so Kendall Coyne was my teammate at Northeastern. Shout out. Hope she sends me a signed stick or something now. But no, she's on the U.S. Olympic team, and she had a pretty sick goal actually in their first game.
Nice.
But yeah, so I know her pretty well, and then for the most part, I know the rest of the U.S. girls. I've played against most of them. Kendall was my only teammate, but I've played against most of them at some point in my career, which is really cool to see. But and then actually on the Korean team, there's a girl from North Carolina, and she's a few years older than me, but she went to Harvard, and I used to look up to her when I was playing down here, and I know her pretty well. So it's really cool to see her playing on the Korean team.
Nice. So is there is there any time, in the future where you want to play for the Olympic team? I guess that's that's every person's dream, depending on what sport it is. You know what I mean? And just to be on the Olympic team. And, like you said, obviously, some people about, who are on there. So, like, do you have any, like, background knowledge about it? You know what I mean? And
yeah, I mean, as a kid, obviously my dream was to play in the Olympics, just because, there was nothing else for us other than college.
Sure.
But I really thought, I tried as best I could to, be in the system, the USA hockey system, throughout my teenage years. And then once I hit 17, 18, after my national camps that I was a part of, for 4 years or so, I realized, I wasn't necessarily what they were looking for, which is totally fine. And I started to focus just more on my college game. But yeah, it was a dream at some point, and but now, I'm super happy with where I am. Absolutely. And I think, they have the best team that they can put on the ice.
Sure. You got anything to say there, Rob?
I'm just listening to you say after everything she says.
I'm listening.
I'm talking too much. You can cut me off.
No.
So do you know Hillary Knight? Just curious.
I don't know her personally. I've played against her. She's a little bit older than me, but I've heard, pretty great things about her. And obviously, she's like a social media superstar. So
right. Would you be able to shut her down one-on-one?
I actually have a funny story about that.
Oh, here we go. Get the popcorn ready.
It's at my expense. I was just finished my freshman year from high school, and I was playing with a bunch of friends in a summer tournament in Boston. And I was super pumped because they were a little bit older than me, and they basically picked me from the younger team to come play with them in this tournament. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, I'm going to be playing with all the older girls. And so we make it to the semifinals of this tournament, and I was the youngest one on the team. We're playing against, Hillary Knight's team, who's just been killing it, all tournament. And it's overtime. She comes down, it's one-on-one. I'm like, okay, like, I'm not going to get beat. Like, here it is. She freaking toe drags me, like, no end in overtime. Just completely undresses me, goes in and scores. And I'm, like, crying because it's a summer tournament. I'm like, hey, like, okay, summer tournament, well, whatever. I'm like, well, these girls are never going to ask me back again. I just embarrassed myself. It was terrible. I was like, okay, that's why I will never be on the Olympic team. And, we're just going to move past that one. So that's my experience with her. I want to say now I'm a little bit better, but who knows?
Yeah, you're in your prime now. You're getting in your prime, so.
Yeah, exactly, my prime.
Now she has, like, no chance against you, pretty much.
Right? Yeah.
So when she scores, she toe drags you in overtime. You go back to the locker room, you're crying, and everyone on our team's like, "Well, it's Hillary Knight, so we're glad it was you and not us."
Right? I mean, like, yeah, but losing sucks, especially when you get embarrassed. But I mean, I can say it's Hillary Knight now, and I don't have a problem telling that story because it was years ago.
It's Hillary Knight.
Right? Because now everyone knows who she is. So you're like, yeah.
Exactly. It's like, okay, well, you should have got toe dragged. Like, thanks.
Like, she probably remembers me too.
Yeah, I'm sure she remembers that.
That's awesome.
So
great. That's great.
So
I think.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go.
Now you made me nervous.
Oh, God. Go ahead,
Go ahead, Des. I'm waiting for you.
No, I was going to go back to the NWHL, but if you have something to say about the Olympics, go for it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Keep going.
I'll go then. Anyways,
Yes.
So going back to the NWHL now. I saw also this past weekend they had All-Star. They had the All-Star weekend.
Yeah, it was in Minnesota.
Yeah, and the obviously it looked like it looked like a fun time. I saw like a lot of the videos and everything like that on Twitter, and they have goalie races.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the
Yeah,
most hysterical
yeah, they
thing I've
did.
ever seen. Here they are, all big and in their pads and everything. Skating around.
Yeah,
Did you just call her big? You just call a girl big?
No, come on,
Hey.
don't do
She
that.
already told you
now
about
they're gonna
that.
come after you.
I know,
They're gonna come after you
don't
now.
do that, Rob.
No,
You said it.
The NWHL does a really good job of just making those events super fun, super interactive.
Yep.
Just being really lighthearted and showing basically little girls that they can have fun too, and these are the best players in the league, and look at them kind of doing silly things. So they've done an awesome job with it.
Yeah, it looked hilarious, but no, but it did look like a fun time and everything too. So that was pretty cool. But Rob, what were you gonna say?
Nothing.
That was it.
You embarrassed me.
What do you mean?
You toe drag around me like you're Hilly Knight.
There you go.
You just verbally toe dragged me, so I'm done with it.
So going back to you now, Colleen, going back to you, what made you pick up the sport?
So I was.
She wasn't good at
originally
basketball.
from Florida. Actually, no, I was terrible at basketball. I hated every sport that made me run. So I was like, I'm not running ever, and that narrowed it down.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I was like, well, I can glide in ice hockey, so that's not as much effort. But no, so I'm originally from Florida. I was about 8 years old. My family moved up to North Carolina, and a new roller rink opened up, 5 minutes from my house, and my neighbor mentioned that her kids were going to go start playing roller hockey. So I joined with them and started out playing roller hockey, and then, switched over to ice when the Hurricanes started to get pretty big, in the earlier 2000s. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started down here.
So you were a Hurricanes fan then growing up?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Hurricanes fan.
And you still are, I take it.
I still am. I mean, we're sitting in a wild card spot right now, so that's the most hope we've had in a while. But I was there, for Game 7 in 2006 in the Stanley Cup, and that was amazing. And I've been a huge fan.
Nice.
Do you own anybody's jersey?
I'm pretty sure. I had when Tom Barrasso played here on his end of his career. He was one of our backup goalies. For some reason, I have a Barrasso jersey. I mean, my dad's from Pittsburgh, so he was a big Pittsburgh fan when he played there. I have that, but I don't really have anybody's name. I just have a couple random jerseys.
Who's your favorite player? Justin Williams, and why?
Justin Williams. His return to Carolina. Dun, dun, dun. Right now, we're all-time Carolina.
Both. How about that?
Both.
Or just all-time in general. Let's see right now, Carolina, all-time in general.
Okay. Right now, I mean, I've got to be on the Aho train. That kid is unreal. I'm also a big... I like Pesci. Pesci and Slavin on D. I think they're pretty solid. They're underrated, but they're solid.
Is that just because you're a defenseman?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Falk has hindered a little bit this season, so he's struggling a little bit. But Slavin and Pesci have been pretty solid all year. That's what I like about. I like solid D who can play well in the D zone and also hop up in the rush. So I think they're pretty underrated. But all time, as a kid, my favorite player was Nick Lindstrom. Just love the way he plays. I would basically write papers about him in elementary school, and my teachers were like, well, "Who are you talking about? I have no idea who this is." But no, I mean, he was my favorite defenseman. I just try to model my game after him, pretty much.
So he's the reason you play defense, or do you play defense because you're not great at scoring goals? Just curious.
Well, that too. I mean, have you seen my
Goes
play?
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Scoring goals is really hard. Stopping people from scoring is a little bit easier.
There you go.
Unless they're Hillary Knight.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like defense better. I'm not a goal scorer. I don't have the best shot, but I like to make plays. I like to stop people from scoring, and I like to just kind of be more so the backbone and the most reliable player, I guess you can say. But yeah, no, I suck at scoring, so definitely not forward.
No, you just want to catch people off guard by scoring, so they don't expect it from you.
Yeah,
so when you go up on the rush,
the right moment, waiting for the right moment, and I'll come alive. That's what I keep telling my coaches. I'm like, it's coming, guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'm picking and choosing. Come on.
Yeah, I'll take my. I get a couple shots a game. I don't want to be too out there.
Yeah, of course.
So
obviously.
So I'm gonna ask the most cliche question ever.
Uh-oh.
So why? What number do you wear and why? If there's a reason.
I wear number 4.
For Rob Blake. Good choice.
Rob Blake, yeah. Because I'm a big bruiser at 5'2". So my first choice would have been 10, but it was already taken, and I've been 10 throughout my college career, and probably for the past 6 years I've been number 10. And but when I was a kid, I was always number 4 or 66 for Mario Lemieux. And I figured I shouldn't choose 66 just because I don't want to be too much of a jerk.
Because it's obvious, you want to be like Lemieux, obviously.
Because obviously I
or 99. They're like, what are you doing?
Right. So I didn't want to be that girl. But no, I just went to kind of back to my old roots and went with number 4. I don't really have a favorite player that was number 4. I thought about taking 5 as well, just because of Lindstrom. Right. But I just think 4 looks good on a jersey. It's a slimming number. It's just really stylish.
You like 4 because it's stylish.
Yeah.
Just say because Rob Blake. Just say that.
It's Rob Blake. Duh.
Yeah, obviously, one of the most underrated defensemen of all time.
Sure.
All right, so you said
or Bobby Orr. More loud.
Overrated. He's overrated.
No, I don't know. No way.
Overrated.
I'm not a Bruins fan, but come on.
Rob thinks everybody's overrated. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hillary Knight, overrated.
Yeah, okay.
Just kidding. All right, so we have a little thing here we do with all our guests. It's called sign, cut, and trade. You know how they play it? Sign one. I don't. You got to sign somebody, cut somebody, and trade somebody. I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay.
And we're going to do Carolina Hurricanes edition just because you said that's your team.
All right.
I'm going to say Sebastian Aho, Jeff Skinner,
fine.
And Justin Falk. Okay. Make it hard for you. Unless you're
Aho.
Okay.
I'm going to have to trade Skinner and cut Falk.
You got to trade Falk. You're going to get so much more for Falk.
I don't know, though.
Who wants Jeff Skinner? Are you taller than Jeff Skinner? Probably, right?
No. No. He's small, but no.
I don't know. You got to trade. I like defensemen. You got to build around defensemen. So, Justin Falk right now, you get a ton for him right now if you trade him.
He's probably,
especially with Erik Karlsson on the trade block. Whew.
Yeah, that's true.
You say you guys don't want to pay for Karlsson? Well, here, take Justin Falk. Just give me 3 first round picks.
Yeah.
So,
Just an idea.
That's my boys, though. I don't want any of them to leave. But
Well, who's your least favorite team? We'll make it easy for you.
my least favorite team?
Yeah, is it the Rangers, and why?
Oh, come on.
No, it's got to be the Bruins.
And you don't think
Brad
Bobby Orr's
Marsh.
overrated?
One word, Brad Marchand.
Did you
One
see
word,
that clip
rat.
of him getting leveled last night by the Devils? By what's his name? He got laid
Yes.
out,
Oh
and I
my
was like,
God.
yes,
Everyone,
Amazing.
that was pretty solid. But
everyone not in Boston just cheered.
Yeah, right.
it's awesome. So have you gotten to meet any of the NHL players through the league or anything like that, or just I guess down in Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, well, as a kid, I met a few of the players here and there because I grew up playing with the Junior Hurricanes organization, and they would always, come out and help us out a little bit. Shane Willis, he played on the Canes for a while. He heads the youth program down here, so he's super helpful. Eric Cole is another big name that helps out with the team a lot. Same with Bates, Battaglia. But at Northeastern, I was actually teammates with Taylor Crosby for a year. So Sid came to a couple of our games before. And I actually, before Taylor was on the team, I ran into Sid, Kunitz, and I can't remember one of the other guys. Clearly, I can't remember.
One of those guys.
No.
Well, he was wearing a penguin something or other.
Yeah, I mean, it's no, I met those guys just because they're hanging around, and then for Taylor, and I think a couple of my teammates have been able to go out with the Sabres for some youth clinics, so they got to meet a bunch of those guys. I'm not up there during the week, so I didn't really have the chance to meet any of them.
Plus, it was
but
Sabres, so who cares?
Oh,
Right.
wow, Ralph.
Hey,
Wow.
Just kidding?
the
Question
Sabres.
mark?
Hey, we just got to be positive about the Sabres right now.
You
They're,
Yeah, Jake Eichel, and that's it.
Jack Eichel's out for a while now, isn't he?
Well, Eichel's got a high ankle sprain,
Yeah.
So
hey,
the whole team.
I've gotten to know and love Buffalo, so I just want them to do
all
well.
right. I apologize.
It's fine.
You're not
But,
a Bills fan, too, are you then?
I went to my first Bills game this season, and it was awesome. Bills
How was the
Mafia.
parking lot?
How can you not love the Bills Mafia?
Because I don't want to say it. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't like suplexing my friends through tables that are on fire, but that's just me.
Hey, I mean, I'm not doing it to my friends, but it's pretty funny when you see other
When it's other people, their friends.
Yeah.
I can see your point there. Bills Mafia. Shout out Bills Mafia.
Shout out.
Okay.
Hey, I love Buffalo sports is awesome. There's nothing, it's the people in Buffalo have been through some tough times with their sports, but I think they're rising a little bit with the Bills making the playoffs.
No,
the Beauts have a championship, and so we're honestly the sports people in Buffalo are awesome. So they've been great to me.
So
how's the weather?
We're
Not
gonna
as
throw
great.
that one in there. Well, there's a reason why I don't actually live there.
I like feeling in my fingers, so whatever.
Right? I don't like digging my car out at 5 a.m. from the snow.
Right. What are you gonna say, Des?
No,
I cut you off.
so is it now the trophy in the NWHL? Is it pronounced Isabel?
So there's been some debate. My friend
Uh-oh.
has said Isobel. I'm almost positive it's Isabel. I
Right.
think that's the way it sounds. That's the way it's supposed to be. It sounds way better as the Isabel Cup.
Right, because
I don't know.
I researched it a little bit, and I researched the name in that spelling, and supposedly it's it says something about being a feminine name, and they gave me a bunch of examples of a bunch of different people who actually was named Isabel with that. With
Good
that,
one.
with that lettering and everything, and I was like, I figured I'd ask it because it because it confused me too, because I pronounced it like that too the first time. So I was like, Isobel, the Isobel.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Isabel.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
Are you allowed to touch it before you win it, or no?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even seen it, so I would say
You'll
no.
see it this year, though,
I would
right?
definitely not touch it.
You'll see it this year when you're lifting it.
Repeat chance. So
Uh-oh.
hey.
And plus, you're on the team now for the first time. So
I know. I got a
got the
couple
judo.
back-to-back championships, so might as well throw another one in there for the team at least.
Yeah, so Team USA wins the silver in the Olympics. In 4 years, be like, hey, call me up. I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
Here's my resume.
Here I am.
First year Northeastern, Beanpot champions.
Yeah.
First year in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Isobel, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. Champions.
Yeah. I know, right? I don't know what they're missing out on.
I don't know. So being a defenseman, blocking those
Defense
shots.
lady.
Sorry. So blocking those shots. How does that feel?
Feels great.
I mean, it feels great. I love getting hit by pucks. It's so much fun.
Let me tell
No,
you, that takes a lot of guts.
It does. And the men could fire it, but there are, some of these girls can absolutely rip the puck. And it's just like when I'm on the PK and I know, their best shooter is hanging out on, on their one-timer side, I'm like, crap, here I go. Gonna block
Not
the
in the face.
shot.
Not up high. Not up high.
Not in the face. I mean, the worst is like right between where your shin pad stops and your pants begin.
Yeah.
There's a little bit gap, and then
Thigh.
obviously like your inner thigh, anywhere behind the leg. It's brutal, but these girls can rip the puck.
Have you suffered any serious injury yet?
Don't jinx her.
Knock on
Don't
wood.
talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Knock on wood, no.
Good.
Just a couple breezes.
Yeah, just a couple bruises. Nothing, really big. So hopefully it'll stay that way.
And now if you do, just blame Des and
You
Yep.
can blame me.
send your medical bills to him. He'll pay for them.
All right.
It's courtesy of Around the Boards. Thanks, Des.
Yeah.
Now we're
My sponsor.
our sponsor. We'll sign your cast, whatever you need.
There you go. That's all I ever wanted.
Yeah, right. So,
Like I said, we make dreams come true.
yeah, right.
Yeah, apparently so.
So, I think that's all we have. Do you have anything else for her, Robbie?
No, I just said if you come out to Vegas, just hit me up and you'll be my defensive partner for beer league.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I have to make it. a plan
Yeah,
now.
but you gotta block the shot, and I'll pick up the rebound and go coast to coast.
Not in men's league.
You don't block any shots in beer league?
No.
Why?
Why would
It would,
you?
it
Don't
would,
you wanna
it would,
win?
it would threaten her career, Rob. What?
Don't you
That's
want to
like
win?
the number one rule. Nobody back checks or blocks shots.
Yeah, but you got all those people that come up and fake the slap shot and just walk around you, right? Don't you hate that?
No.
Talking
Yeah,
about
those-
I'm
She just
better. I'm
stands 'em
better at defense now, so I'm not going to be Hillary United.
oh,
Hashtag Hillary United.
Hillary United.
Yeah.
You just got knighted.
There
Not in
you
a good
go.
way.
Awesome. So, Colleen, where can people follow you on Twitter if you want to plug your Twitter handle and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, on Twitter, my handle is cmurf10, and it's spelled like it sounds. Smurf as in SMURPH, and then the number 10, and then Instagram is the same. If you want to go ahead and follow me on those two platforms. But yeah, I mean, Twitter is the big social media platform for the NWHL. We have a partnership with them, so they stream a game of the week, every week, free live stream. It's really great. Announcers, interviews, things like that. And all the games, no matter what, can be found either there or on YouTube, and really good quality. And it's free. That's the best part.
Awesome.
Everyone loves free.
So speaking of games, you're gonna have to hook us up with tickets or something like that to go and see you guys play sometime.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are in one of those 4 cities, let me know. I'll get you some tickets.
Well,
I'm always in Metropolitan. That's my favorite city.
Metropolitan. Yeah.
You're a jerk.
Can you guess what that is?
New Jersey, you told me.
Yeah.
And there's only like 3 cities in New Jersey, right? So.
Right.
Well, I'm in New York, so I would totally catch one, but Robbie may not be able to out there in Vegas.
Yeah, maybe expansion. I'll be on this. I'll watch the expansion team in a couple of years.
There you go.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to hopefully, maybe get some expansion teams down in Carolina. I've got a huge fan base down here. They absolutely love the NWHL. They've been huge supporters of me. I coach, a bunch of the girls down here, and there's been nothing but good things to say about the league and women's hockey. So it's been super awesome.
It's awesome.
Great, awesome. So what's your wise words to girls coming up playing hockey?
I would just say,
don't get knighted.
Dream big. Yeah, don't get Hillary knighted. It's great because now there's so many options for girls. So what they can do is just keep working hard and follow your dreams. There is a place to play after college, and it's only going to grow as we keep continuing to gain some more support for the women's league. And the biggest thing is have fun, because hockey is a awesome sport and the best sport there is. So it grows you as a player and makes the best people out of it. So we'll get as many girls as we can to start playing. All
right. Hashtag hockey is for everyone except for Des.
Exactly.
Thanks, Rob.
Hey, if you guys ever watch a Hurricanes game, I'm the siren sounder tomorrow for the beginning of the game.
Nice.
I get to do the hurricane warning.
Oh, is that breaking news?
Breaking news.
Tell Justin Williams I said hi if you see him. I met him here.
Yeah.
He'll know. Trust me, he'll know.
Okay. he'll know who you are. I'm a huge. I do like Justin Williams. He's awesome.
I love Justin Williams for 2014 when they played the New York Rangers in the.
God, you're a jerk.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Des.
Listen, if you like you said, you listen to some episodes. Like I said, he brings this up every episode.
Yeah.
He brings it up every episode. Such a jerk.
Never gets old.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So, Colleen, thank you for taking the time out of your day to come on here and spend a few minutes here with us on the podcast. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a blast, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, we'll bring you back on when the Hurricanes make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. You want to make a bet on that one? Jeez.
You want to? I'll do it. What do you want to do?
No, well, and we would definitely have you on again, even if you guys, hopefully you guys make the playoffs, and obviously good luck with that. Good luck for the rest of the season.
And they win the cup.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. So thank you again, and I'll post this episode on there. I'll tag you in it, and feel free to share it with all your friends and all that jazz, and
so they could all hear the Hillary Knight story.
I know, right? I will absolutely blast this thing out on everything that I have.
Hell yeah!
Guys, some more listeners, some followers, and it's a great podcast.
Awesome.
I had a ton of fun talking to you guys.
Appreciate it, and we had a
Thank you very much.
Had a ton of fun.
That's the
talking
nicest
to you
thing
too.
anyone's ever said to us.
And that's serious.
Great. So I'm being too nice now.
No. So again, thank you, Colleen, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Let me know if you ever would like to have me back. I'd really appreciate it.
For sure, we totally will. So
sounds like a plan.
Awesome. So
All
thank
right,
you.
Well, you guys have a great rest of your night.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye. All right.
Awesome.
And that was Colleen from the Buffalo Beauts. That
Why don't you say her last name?
NWHL. Did she say her last name?
No, so why don't you call her last name?
I don't know. You know, some people don't like to be, pronounced by their last name and stuff like that.
Okay, whatever. You're friends with her now. Okay, I get it. You're on a first name basis with her.
I'm not. We are.
Oh, we are. Okay. We are as a whole.
Around the boards is, besides Dunk.
Yeah. Dunk would have loved to be here so they could talk about Lidstrom.
I know. She
Sorry,
brought up Lindstrom, and I was like, Dunk would love to be here to hear that. Anyways. But yes, that was Colleen Murphy. Again, follow her on Twitter at CMurphSmurf10. That's at CMurphSmurph 10.
C Murph S Murph.
That's right.
I think it's Smurf because she's small. Get it?
Yeah, maybe. I
don't think she's blue though.
Smurf because
I think her jersey's probably blue. Buy her jersey, number 4, Buffalo Beauts.
It is blue actually. I looked at it too when I was on.
Yeah. Doing a little research. Let's buy her jersey. Hang her from the rafters in the ATB studios.
We have that?
We will one day. ATB studios hanging in the rafters, number 4, Colleen Murphy.
Again, so everybody, thank you for listening. Follow us on Twitter at _ATB podcast. All your social
shout out
media
the
accounts.
new podcast. No more SoundCloud.
Oh yes. So everybody that checks out SoundCloud, you'll be redirected to www.aroundtheboards.libsyn.com. We're now on Libsyn, not SoundCloud, because SoundCloud supposedly is going bankrupt. So we wanted to get off that before all of our episodes get lost and all that stuff, and we just get screwed. And Libsyn's a little more friendly. It looks like a little more professional.
It's like a real website, guys.
Yeah, almost. So go check us out there as well. Thanks for the reminder there. And also,
spell out for him.
What?
Aroundtheboards.libsyn.com.
Exactly.
Libsyn.
Exactly. And that's pretty much all we have for today. So.
Yeah.
So we will catch up with you guys next week for another episode of Around the Boards. I will see you guys later. This is Dez signing off.
Over and out. See you next Tuesday.